Hi, everybody. Okay, so for bold, I gotta say two things off the jump. Okay. Thank you so much to whoever wrote the storyline with Bill and Katie, where Katie turns Bill down. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. Number two. Uh. Bill. I mean. Wait a second. Carter and Hope are going to be a couple. You can see it coming for a mile. And not just because he made the comment before, but even if you didn't know that, they're going to be a couple because I think that, and sometimes it happens right when someone is being an actress or actor on the show, they can test them with different people, right? Okay, so there's chemistry tests for family, sort of, and obviously for a relationship. So if they start seeing if someone can act with someone of the opposite sex, and there's that spark thing that you need, then they're more than likely to pair them up. Now, I believe this is happening with Carter and Hope, although Lawrence and Victor and Anka Noel have been actors and co stars for years. So they probably knew that there was a friendship there, and it was up to somebody in the writing room or something to develop the story to make it become a romance on top of the friendship or besides the friendship. So yeah, I can see it. And also, I want to point out that today, Steffi was talking to Hope, and Steffi asked Hope, "Do you have somebody in your life?" And she says, "No." And Steffi says, "Well, it's a matter of time. You're Logan." And then, and then Carter just happens to walk in the door. So I'm like, foreshadowing much? Yeah, they're going to be a couple. They're going to be a couple. So I'm ready for it. I'm all in. Yeah, please bring it on. Okay. As for, apparently, Brooke had a meeting with Bill Spencer for Brooke's bedroom line, and he totally forgot. And he's not, he finally told Brooke what Katie said. And so Bill and Katie are not going to be a couple because she said, "I'm only an option to you because Brooke is not free, like available." So yeah. Um. Okay. And then I guess the headline for today would be, Taylor is not dying. I don't think, unless you can die of broken heart syndrome, because, and spoiler alert, I should have said that, but that applies. Okay. Because Ridge convinced her to go to the doctor. I said that yesterday. Okay, so they go to the doctor today, and she says, "Okay, we have to do a test, and we should know pretty immediately what the results are." So I'm going, "Okay, what are the results?" She's probably going to say she has heart failure. And then Taylor's going to say, "Okay, I knew that." And that'll be the end of it, right? Yeah, but the doctor comes back and goes, "Oh, wow, your results are totally different than I thought they would be." And I'm like, "Okay, what is she talking about?" And she says, "Well, it looks like you're suffering from broken heart syndrome." So Rich says what I'm thinking. Like, you can really have that? Like, that's a real thing? She said, "Oh, yeah, definitely." And I definitely think that Taylor is suffering from that. So, okay, now we have that in the mix. And I don't know. Okay, now total total disclosure here. I had heard of broken heart syndrome or whatever before, only in lightly. Okay, and I had heard that people say that, well, I think so and so died from broken heart syndrome, died of a broken heart because, well, he or she lost the love of their life, and then a couple months later, they died too because they couldn't take the loneliness. That's what I've heard of. Okay, so I didn't know it was actually a syndrome, and it had symptoms of it. I didn't know. But I learned something today, that the symptoms obviously can mimic a heart attack or something else, and that's what it is. Okay, okay. So now that we have this on the table, go with me a minute here. Now that we have this, what's to say that Ridge is not going to convince Brooke to, I don't know, um, I don't know if he's gonna actually break up with her to save Taylor's life, but I could see him saying, "Well, honey, could I please spend more time with Brooke because she's got a broken heart syndrome, and I don't want anything to happen to her." But then that could cause a thing in the relationship anyway, because Brooke could say, "Well, why do you want to spend more time with her and not me? I thought you loved me." And then he's gonna say, "Well, I love you, I really do, but like I care about Taylor too." Then she could say, "Well, I think you care about her more than me," and here we go again. So, I don't know. I'm really conflicted here because I don't want Taylor to go away because I feel like we finally got Taylor, okay, and then I just don't want the relationship between Brooke and Ridge to be broken apart because he cares about Taylor more than her, and that whole thing again. I don't want a Taylor Brooke debate again. Been there, done that a lot of times. Don't want that anymore. Um. So yeah, maybe not. Um. But I don't know. So I don't know what the outcome's gonna be. I really don't know because I was all set for, okay. Well, I guess they're writing Taylor off as a character. Like that's what I thought. And now maybe not. So I don't know what they're doing in the writing department. Some of the stuff I'm like, okay, yay, and then some of the others I'm like, I don't get that. All right, I'm on for the ride. Oh, oh, and I have to talk about this. Okay, this is kind of an aside, but give me a minute to talk about this. I find it very interesting how they put Luna and Poppy forefront for months, and I mean months. And now, because of everything Luna did, you're supposed to believe that Luna's in jail for what she did. Okay, that's possible. But then also, you're supposed to believe that Bill kicked out Poppy because, yeah. And only he couched it as, well, the reason I let go of Poppy is because, let's be real, the only person I want to be with is you, talking to Katie. And I'm like, oh, come on. So you want to negate everything that happened with Luna and Poppy and everything and just put it all on because it wasn't Katie? Get serious. Oh, but then also my overarching point for this is I don't enjoy how you have me invested in a characters and storyline, and then because of the storyline shifts, the people involved just go off the planet. Like, what happens to them? I'm supposed to believe that. I guess. Well, I said. I guess Lacey Yamada's out, and I mean really out. And then what's gonna happen with Romy Park? I guess she's back to whatever recurring status now. So what's up with that? I don't understand it. I really don't. And I always try to understand the maneuvers, but this one I don't. I'm so sorry, but I don't. All right, there's my little rant. I just had to get that out. All right, bye everybody.